wish to address not only the individuals as scientists, but also we have to see every individual to behave with more social, cultural, personal, and moral values. So values play a vital role. Among that, most basic values are human values. Every individual should train themselves to be a best human. Then only you can be a best citizen. Knowledge and understanding of the very basic human value is of basic importance to any human in this world to make truly responsible decisions and to give a responsible direction to one's life, and also to give an awareness to see a full-fledged holistic life. A scientist, an engineer, a politician, an entrepreneur, a doctor, a farmer, whoever you are, you should first learn ethics. You follow ethics in whatever that you do. That will make you a successful professional in your career that you choose. Again, knowledge and understanding are the very most basic human values which has to be followed. You should also set highest standards and qualities in your life. Only the highest standard that you define in your life will make you shine across the globe. You have to follow the virtues and follow the universal basic standards. Understand the universality of values. You try to acknowledge, accept, follow universal social standards. For protection of these highest human values, every individual should acknowledge the social standards that are needed. The most basic social standard are those needed to avoid a mentality or behavior against our highest human values. Coming back to moral qualities, you set standards based on your individual, your family, your culture that you are brought in, your place of learning. You don't forget to acknowledge the values that you have learned from your teachers, from your institution. In turn, you reciprocate best to this nation, for which everyone should learn throughout their lifetime. Up till now, the almost only educational source of moral values, standards, and virtues in the world have been religions. However, with the growth of wealth and general decline of religions in modern Western and westernized societies, this education has been declined as well. And many can be observed in our modern world of today, living in an almost total unawareness of basic human values and social moral standards and natural human virtues, and in an increasingly materialistic and narcissistic mentality. Hence, the premise that our contemporary modern world is in an urgent need for a universal and religion-independent social and moral education. The most basic universal human values are: you live the life as such. You try to accept your life as it comes. Be happy. Love everyone. Respect everyone. Be peaceful. Be content with what you have. Achieve freedom, safety, intelligence, equality, justice, save the nature, human health should be preserved, everything should be done in an organized way. Respect prevents respectless, antisocial, hostile, and criminal behavior. Reliability prevents misuse of trust and faith and respectlessness. Equality prevents arrogance, and respectlessness is needed for justice. Justice prevents egocentric, respectlessness, and hostile behavior or decisions. Peace prevents respectlessness, conflict, enmity, and war. Freedom prevents domination, respectlessness, and oppression. Safety prevents respectlessness and endangering of others. Responsibility prevents endangering of others and inhibits antisocial behavior. Respect for nature prevents destruction of nature and animal cruelty. Constitution and rule of law are in general based on moral standards. So follow the constitution and law in each and every aspect that you do. Don't try to misuse the law and legal standards. We Indians should be proud of our country's growth across all sectors. Especially as an academician, I would be happy to address the vision of our country's higher education system in 2030. We'll have a vision for another 10 to 15 years. India will be among the youngest nations in the world, with nearly 140 million people in the college-going age group. 1 in every 4 graduate in the world will be a product of the Indian higher education system. I repeat, 1 in every 4 graduate in the world will be a product of Indian higher education system. Over the last 2 decades, India has remarkably transformed its higher education landscape. It has created widespread access to low-cost, high-quality university education for students at all levels. With well-planned expansion and a student-centric, learning-driven model of education, India has not only bettered its enrollment numbers, but has dramatically enhanced its learning outcomes. A differentiated 3-tier university system where each tier has a distinct strategic objective, which has enabled the universities to build on their strengths and cater across different categories of educational needs. Further, with the effective use of technology, India has been able to resolve the long-standing tension between excellence and equality. I repeat, with the effective use of technology, India has been able to resolve the long-standing tension between the excellence and equality. India has also undertaken large-scale reforms to better faculty-student ratios by making teaching an attractive career path, expanding capacity for doctoral students at research universities, and delinking the educational qualifications and teaching eligibility. I wish most of the graduates should take up the teaching as their career. The road to progress from 2013 to 2030. In recent years, India has undertaken massive structural and systemic changes that have started to yield encouraging results. The country has been touted to have the best-in-class post-secondary education system at present. Some of the significant factors that have contributed to this growth can help envision 2030 dream, which includes 3 things. 1, expansion of a differentiated university system with a 3-tiered formalized structure. 2, transition to a learner-centered paradigm of education. 3, intensive use of technology. At this point, I would like to stress this intensive use of technology and social media should be used only for good creative purposes and not for bad destructive purposes. To achieve the envisioned state, in 2030, transformational and innovative interventions would be required across all levels of higher education system. By 2030, India will have the largest population in the world in the higher education age bracket. Increasing urbanization and income levels will drive demand for higher education. Now, where do we see India in 2030? Now, here I'll produce you some of the statistics. India's economy is expected to grow at a fast pace. Rapid industrialization would require a gross incremental workforce of approximately 250 million by 2030. India could potentially emerge as a global supplier of skilled manpower. So don't run behind the international other countries. You prefer to be an Indian, you studied as an Indian, and you try to work for the wellness of our own country and make India a successful and #1 country in the world. Given the expected socio-economic scenario in 2030, India would need a robust higher education system that can deliver on multiple imperatives. India has the opportunity to become a prominent R&D destination. A differentiated system of institutions with differing objectives and focus areas would be critical for achieving the proposed goals. While it's important to address the existing shortcomings in the higher education system, it is more important to move towards a bold and aspiration vision. We strongly believe that a stratified three-tier architecture that enables seamless vertical and horizontal mobility of students would be able to create the desired intellectual, economic, and social value. The implementation framework suggests that the student at the center stage to foster innovation and choice, and ICT architecture that will increase access, equity, and equality, and a transparent governance framework that will enable autonomy and self-regulation. I repeat, that will enable autonomy and self-regulation. I once again take this opportunity to congratulate the entire crew of students, teachers, parents, and the management of Marafram College of Engineering and Technology for this graduation day. I wish to conclude my graduation day address by quoting an effective slogan by Swami Vivekananda, which makes me to stand here also in front of you. The slogan is, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." Thank you so much.